Today we are diving into something that confuses a lot of NRIs. Mutual fund investment options. Last week just I was talking with a client from Singapore who asked me, Alok, I keep hearing about this growth option, this IDCW and dividend option, but I'm totally lost. Which one should I consider? And I realized this is something that many of you might be wondering about. Before we dive deep into these options, let me be clear. This isn't about which option is best, it's about which option is best for your specific situation. As a certified financial planner who has been working with NRIs for over a decade now, I'll help you understand exactly how each of these options work and when do you choose them. So let's get started with the growth option. Think of this as the compound interest champion. In this option, your mutual fund doesn't pay out any regular dividend. Instead, any profits that the mutual fund makes are automatically reinvested back into the fund. It's like planting a tree and letting it grow bigger and stronger over time. Here's a real life example. Let's say you invest 10 lakhs into a growth option of a mutual fund. If it generates 12% in an year, your investment value becomes 11.2 lakhs. But instead of getting this profit into your bank account, it stays invested, potentially earning returns on the entire 11.2 lakhs in the next year. And this is the power of compounding at work. Now for my NRI friends here, here's something important about the growth option. It's typically more tax efficient. Why? Because you only pay taxes when you actually sell your units. There's no yearly tax headache to deal with. Let's move to the second option, which is called as the dividend payout or IDCW payout. This is the one for those who want regular income from your investments. When the fund makes profit, instead of reinvesting them back, it pays them out to you as dividends. These dividends go straight to your NRE or NRO bank account, depending on how you have made these investments. But here's something crucial you need to know. Dividends aren't guaranteed. They depend on the fund's performance and fund manager's decision. Also, every time you receive a dividend, it's subject to a TDS for NRIs, currently at 20% applicable with surcharge and cess. And here's something crucial that many people don't realize. As an NRI, you cannot submit Form 15G or 15H to lower your TDS returns. I often see NRI trying to submit this form, but let me make it clear, the forms are only for Indian residents. The 20% TDS is mandatory for NRIs with no exceptions. But hey, I've got some good news for those who are planning to return to India. Under the new proposed tax slabs, if you have recently returned and become a tax resident of India, you can receive these dividends up to 12 lakhs tax free. Yes, 12 lakhs. And this is a significant benefit for returning NRIs who want to use their mutual fund portfolios to generate a regular monthly income. You know what I've noticed? Many of my retired NRI clients who are returning to India prefer the dividend option. It helps them plan their regular expenses better. But remember, choosing a dividend payout means you are trading for the long-term growth in place of a regular income. I've also seen many NRIs investing a big lump sum in their parents' name so that parents can get monthly dividend from these investments, which takes care of the expenses for parents, and NRIs don't have to actively keep on sending money to their parents' account every month. Now let's talk about our third option, which is dividend reinvestment. Think of this as a hybrid between the first two options. The fund declares dividends, but instead of paying them out, it automatically buys more unit for you in the same fund. Sounds similar to growth option, right? But here's the catch. And this is something many people don't realize. Even though you are reinvesting the dividend, you still have to pay tax on it. Yes, you heard that right. The tax treatment is same as dividend payout, but you don't get money in your hand. So, which option should you choose? Let me break this down into a simple framework. Choose growth option if you don't need regular income from your investments. You're investing for long-term goals like retirement and kids' education. You want to minimize your tax outgo. You are in the wealth building phase of your life. One should choose dividend payout option if you need regular income, you are retired or planning to retire soon, you have other investments for long-term growth, you don't mind paying taxes on these regular dividends, or if you fall below the tax slab, you are okay taking the refund at the end of the year. And honestly, in most of the cases, I'd suggest staying away from the dividend reinvestment option. The growth option usually achieves the same goals with more effectiveness. One more thing here is that most people don't know that you can always switch between these two options. It's not a permanent decision. Many of my clients start with a growth option during their earning years and switch to a dividend payout when they retire. There are mutual funds which have a 6 to 7 year history of giving fixed monthly dividends and also appreciating your capital over time. So if you need help, please feel free to reach out to us. There are 3 main points that I would want you to keep in mind. First is always to make sure you review your mutual fund investments and check which options you have selected. I see many NRIs who made investments 10-15 years back selecting dividend options when the dividend used to be tax free, but now it is taxable and there is some TDS getting deducted which they are not aware of. Second is to calculate your regular income needs for the next 3 to 5 years. And third is definitely to consult your tax advisor or your financial advisor about the implications of these dividends into your country of residence. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join our exclusive NRI only WhatsApp community, for which the link is in the description below. And hey, if you have any questions about mutual fund options or NRI investments in general, please drop them in the comments below. I would want to personally read them and respond to each one of them. And also, please give me more ideas on which I can make videos going ahead. I'll see you in the next. Thank you.